Hello and welcome to my discussion. Till now I have discussed about many philosophical terms and topics. Today I am going to discuss about one of the major topics of philosophy, that is metaphysics. Metaphysics, actually this word comes from Greek word, but the thing is that we know that Aristotle was the first person to use this word in his book. But the fact of the matter is something else, because Aristotle never used this word in his book. In his 14th book, he discusses about natural and physical objects. There he mentioned about first philosophy. After the death of Aristotle, almost 1000 years later, Andronicus of Rhodes, he assembled all Aristotle's works and made a book. There he discusses about Aristotelian view about physical and natural objects. He named that topic Ta Metaphysica. After that chapter, when he actually describes about the nature of the reality or the nature of the matter, he named that chapter after the physics, and later it became metaphysics. Now, the thing is that metaphysics, which is considered as one of the important branches of philosophy, it discusses about the fundamental nature of reality. Now, why metaphysics is beautiful? We have seen that epistemology is one of the other important branches of philosophy. It actually discusses about how we can able to know the truth or how we can acquire knowledge. But metaphysics discusses about something else. It discusses about the nature of the reality. The world around, we are observing what it is actually in nature. What is the origin of this universe? Here we see that reality, when the metaphysics addresses the reality, it actually discusses about the relationship between mind and matter, substance and attribute, potentiality and actuality. What is mind and matter? There is a lots of controversial discussions from the time immemorial. That's what is mind and what is matter. We have seen that there is concept of dualism, where Descartes believes that there is mind, body, two different substances, whereas Parmenides and other great philosophers who belongs to a monistic school, they believe that mind and matter are not different, they are same. So there are lots of discussions. Metaphysics actually discusses about those topics. Now, substance and attribute. When you are seeing an object, when you are seeing matter in our reality, at the same time we are noticing the quality of that very object. The quality or the attributes or the basic features that we can see by our sense perceptions, but we cannot touch, but it exists. There is a lots of difficulties in understanding all these things. So metaphysics actually try to discuss on that topic. Next is potentiality and actuality. Potentiality and actuality, what is actually the potency of that object, what it is there inside that object. It actually discusses about the potentiality of that very matter or the actuality of that object. Metaphysics also addresses all these topics. Now, central themes. In metaphysics, if you see, actually the central themes are ontology or the being. Being means the existence. But nowadays being, this word is using for material and non-material objects. But the thing is that here metaphysics actually discusses about the essence of the very object, the existence of any object. Now, identity and change. In ancient Greek philosophy, we have also seen the same discussions wherein Heraclitus was done by Heraclitus, where he believed that everything is in flux or everything is changing, whereas Parmenides believed that nothing is changing, everything is one or static. So the point is that there is a controversy and deep discussions between this identity and change topic. Metaphysics also discusses about that topic. Now space and time, it is nowadays science is actually discussing upon this space and time concept. We have seen Einstein, great scientist Einstein, also discussed about this space and time concept. It is actually the part of metaphysics. Causality is a very important topic in science and also in philosophy, especially in logic. That is, what is causality? There is a deep relationship between cause and effect. How this cause and effect interacts, this is a deep rooted discussion, and it is actually this actually comes under the discussion of metaphysics. Now necessity and possibility, we have seen that there is a necessary cause and some sufficient cause, and everything is in logic. It is actually comes under the domain of metaphysics. Now peripheral themes, metaphysics not only discusses about those previous topics but also addresses some other important subjects. They are cosmology and cosmogony. Actually they are discussing about the origin of universe and how it is working. Mind and matter, as I have told you before, determinism and free will. There is a lots of discussion, controversy regarding determinism and free will, whether whether our fate is determined or we are free to do anything within our free to do anything by our choice. There's a lots of discussions are there. Metaphysics also addresses all those things. And number is a very important and very difficult topic, and we have seen that Pythagoras in ancient Greek world, he also discussed about number. Metaphysics also here, we also discuss about number in metaphysics. So this is all for today. Thank you.